Guys, I'm going to continue in this series of videos of letting Jehovah's Witnesses speak for themselves. As again, I don't want, as a bitter and mean apostate, people to think that I'm just spreading lies about Jehovah. So I want to show the true depth of intellectual vigor and human kindness that Jehovah's Witnesses represent. It's the kindness that I saw through my 25 years of Jehovah's Witness, and I hope you will too. So, we're on the Facebook group Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses Worldwide, and we're just basically reading through. These are all Jehovah's Witnesses, except for the odd apostate who jumps in, and we're going to show you some of the love that Jehovah's Witnesses currently express. Now here's a picture. It's of the Ghana floods recently, and it says Jehovah's Witnesses provide disaster relief. That's good. I'm pleased, including supplying portable water and medical supplies. Good for them. I'm pleased. No problem with that. The top comment is from the person who posted it, who seems to run the site. True Christians who care for their own. Hang on a second. Was that opposed to true, what, Satanists who care for their own? Or true golfers who care for their own? You see, there's a theme here. True soldiers who care for their own. Didn't Jesus say that was, anyone would do that? Either Jesus or Paul, it was in the Bible. Anyone will care for their own. That's not the point. The point is caring for the Good Samaritan, okay? The Good Samaritan who cares for the beaten man. That's the point, okay? We always provide not only for our brothers and sisters, but anyone going through a disaster. What a special organization. Well, no, you don't. You don't. In fact, there's actually documented case in the Florida after that terrible hurricane in America, where they refused to help someone's home because the person who lived in it had been recently disfellowshipped. So they refused to help him, and yet they helped the neighbour who was a Jehovah's Witness because they couldn't associate with a disfellowshipped person. Our organisation is well known for helping his brothers and sisters when possible. Oh, awesome! So whenever you can do it, you do it. That's really good. How about all the time, under all circumstances? Because they're your brothers. And then you help everyone else out too. Because you don't do that. You don't. I can tell you, 25 years of Jehovah's Witness, do you know how many times we had a food drive, or we had a collection for charity, or we had anything of the sort? Hands up, hands up, Jehovah's Witnesses watching this. How many people did something for homeless in your local area? How many people set up a food bank? How many people collected for Oxfam or cancer charity, specifically through the Kingdom Hall? Echo, echo, echo. Somebody wrote, don't true Christians also help those who aren't in God's family? Yes, they do. You can have a like. Dear me, this is the love that Jehovah's Witnesses have, okay? It is completely conditional on whether you're a Jehovah's Witness. Like it, don't like it, it's the truth. Next one, Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. Now they're showing a video here by a guy called Eric Metaxas called Science and God. Now, Eric Metaxas is a filmmaker and an author, and I think he's quite an interesting guy. He's a theist, he believes in God, and I don't care, I'm agnostic, I don't mind what you believe, and that's okay. But his video is very interesting. It shows that he basically brings up a problem in science and in astronomy, that where's everybody gone? Where's all the people on other planets? Because they've been looking for them for a long time and we've had no evidence. Now, that's a genuine problem, and I accept it. The interesting thing is that the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses site entitles this post "Evolution is Dead" for some reason, right? They also then go on with some fantastic comments, which I'm going to read you now when I open it. The first comment, boom! Okay. The point is, in the video, Eric Metaxas doesn't prove or disprove evolution. What he does, pardon me, is he points out that there's probably hundreds of millions of stars in the universe that have planets circling them that are capable of supporting life. And if those planets did support life, then we should be hearing something from them over the course of the billions of years that the universe has been going. And if we haven't heard from something, then we must assume that we are on our own, in which case, ooh, maybe God made us. Anyway, so first comment, boom! If somebody says, this is awesome in every way. Love this. Glory to Jehovah, the big creator. Actually, he calls it the big creator, but never mind, because I know I'm not going to give you any break. You're an English speaker person. The big creator, he is apparently. So, Glory to God, the big creator. Now, again, I don't want to damage anyone's faith in God. That said, if you believe that Jehovah is so big that he can create the entire universe, that doesn't answer anything. It simply asks the question, what created God? I love it when scientists have to admit to an intelligent designer. Admit what? Okay, maybe she's admitting that they have points occasionally. I'm sure that their findings spread throughout their own community and other scientists feel the same way. All of Jehovah's creation shouts out praise to him day and night. May we be one of them. The point is, science doesn't work like that. Science doesn't. You can be a theist if you wish and be a scientist. It's not a problem. All they're saying is that they don't, so far, the science and technology that's brought you this camera, that's brought you the computer that I'm reading, that's brought you the phone that I'm recording it on, that none of that has needed any reference to a creator. Okay? None of it has. And so their systems and their understanding of the universe work perfectly well without a creator in them. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to, you have to now suddenly stop believing. I'm just saying that it's optional, which sucks if you're devout. And it sucked for me. It really pissed me off for a long time, to be honest. I remember when I was 5 years old looking up at the stars and thinking, all this didn't happen by itself. There has to be a God. Well, now again, when I was 5 years old, I thought loads of things. Okay? I would have thought about Santa when I was 5 if I hadn't been raised a Jehovah's Witness. But instead I thought about nice things, like when the government was going to take me away from my parents, when the end of the world was coming and stuff like that. But the point is, now that I'm older, I'd like to think I'm a little bit more intelligent, I'm a little bit more thoughtful, and hopefully, Glendalough Holmes, you should be too. Because the point of the matter is, even if you did believe in God, the theory of the Big Bang is entirely consistent with the theory of a creator, and it's entirely consistent with the evolution of the universe, not the evolution of people, the evolution of the universe, okay? And it does not remotely need to damage your faith. Final comment, I'm going to show you this. This is great. I wonder why they still study evolution in high school. Well, Unelia Trudeau, I wonder why you care about high school since the Jehovah's Witnesses don't care about education. This is the point. Jehovah's Witnesses will glam on to a science story, or they will, or a scientist that they like. But if I was to then go on this site and post a video from another excellent writer or reader, or Christopher Hitchens, and who then helps to show that a lot of the things they believe are probably not true, they would all shut up and say, oh, la 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 la, I can't hear you. That's not an open mind, Jehovah's Witnesses. That's not an open mind. That's not how research is done in any subject under the sun. It's a back and forth and a discussion. And my videos on this site are actually a really good example of the Jehovah's Witness closed-mindedness. Because they do watch them. You see the downvotes. They do watch them. But they don't comment very often. Why don't they comment? They don't comment because they don't want to have a back and forth. They don't want to have a debate. Because debate changes minds. Okay? Sorry to let you in on this fact, guys. But this is the Jehovah's Witness mindset. Don't care about others. Don't care about charity. Don't care about education. Don't care about intelligence. Thanks very much for watching my videos. I'll make another one soon.